Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter and I've got some extra tips and tricks for Monster Hunter World. Instead of waiting until I had like 10 or 12 to do some type of cliche title for my video, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the ones that I've got now. First one coming up is getting back on Zorah Magdaros in round 2. So those of you who may not know, when he puts his hand down, you can jump onto the hand. On the left hand side, you can go and whap the stomach and do a lot of damage. And on both sides, whether it's the right hand or left hand, there is an extra mining spot and a path up to the head. So you may be asking yourself, well, why do I want to go back up to the head? Well, the answer is there's another undeveloped magma core, so you can get some more extra materials, and you can also shout a lot of damage. If you do get his head very close when he has it down, you can jump onto the head. Don't try to jump too forward or you'll fall off. Wait for him to raise his head up, and then you can go down and attack the core. Now don't accidentally slide here, you may knock yourself off. Just walk on down and start whapping away, and all your teammates are going to wonder, how did he get up there? Great way to get in damage, especially if you jump on the arm and hit the chest. Next one up, are you using antidotes? Those are so yesterday. Herbal medicine is where it's at. All you need is a blue mushroom and an antidote, and you can make the more superior item. Here's the antidote. Of course you guys know it. Most people have it in their pouch, but what you didn't know is that the blue mushroom, you can fuse it together with it to make the herbal medicine. This not only removes poison the same way an antidote does, but it even heals a little bit of your health as well. Again, it's very easy to make. All you need is blue mushrooms and antidotes. You can do that over at the item duplicator up on the top there. Let's see what they look like. Here's the antidote. You probably recognize it. It takes like 5 full seconds. It's horribly long. Okay, let's check out herbal medicine. Pop it in, boom, you're done. Not only did you heal some health, but you also cured your poison. Next up, you can combine Radobaan and Uragaan for bones and ore. Now this is something that a lot of veterans know, but you can go over to an Uragaan if it's been knocked over and mine the back to get some certain items. You can also do the same thing with Radobaan. If you're early in the game, go ahead and use stones to knock down those pillars. If you saw my video about using stones, you'll get it free down and you can mine 3 bones off of Radobaan's back, or also with Uragaan as well if you're fighting him. Unlike past games though, it's not just 3. Every time you get it down, you can do it 3 times, which means there's no limit. Next up, tranking a monster before you lay a trap. Now the more you use traps, the higher the threshold of resistance a monster gets, which means that if you're in a capture quest and you've used a trap a few times, you might actually miss your window to use those trank bombs. So guess what? They do no damage and they last for quite some time. So go ahead and trank a monster even if they're asleep, then lay your traps and they'll be walking into it and boom, quest done. This is again really great because you can use traps for aggressive means in a capture quest and not have to worry about it being too immune to them. Next up, take off your mantles. Now for example, if you're using a ghillie mantle or another mantle and once it becomes inactive, if you don't take it off, it won't start the recharge period so you can use it again. Let's see what that looks like with the ghillie mantle. So let's say a monster doesn't notice me. The moment I do, I've got this weird kind of black grid pattern on. Well, go ahead and remove that mantle to restart the charge period so that you can use it again. Of course, if you leave the area and you auto sheath your weapon, you'll automatically take it off. But if you're engaged with the monster, you won't. So make sure you're doing this so you can use it again. Next up, sorting armor. Now there's a lot of different things that you can sort in the game, but sorting armor just seems to be one of those that really stick out as one of the more convenient ones that I'm kind of curious if a lot of people are aware of or not. So when you go over to the workshop, go ahead and select, let's say you want to forge some equipment, go to armor, click that right stick and it'll allow you to filter your choices. Go ahead and filter them by something like skills. And for example, let's say you want to make a Mushroom Mancer set, which is awesome for Sword and Shield, by the way. Let's say you don't know which parts have it. Instead of going through all the parts and looking for it, go ahead and do the filter and it'll highlight all the ones that have it, which in this case is 6 different pieces of armor. Very convenient, makes sort of, designing your dream set much easier. And finally, and this is a tip that was shared by Ryozo Tsujimoto, the producer of the game, but they were talking about things that a lot of players are not aware of, and he says it's easier to fish larger fish at night. I went ahead and tried this and it does seem very much true. So let's say you see that it's nighttime, go ahead and go like on an expedition to, let's say, the Rotten Vale, and if you're looking for that ancient fish or that one for the achievement, this definitely has higher odds of having it spawn. So for those of you who are having a hard time having this particular fish spawn, using it at night might be the way to go. And those are my tips and tricks for part 2. Once I get enough to make another video, I'll make a part 3. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any tips that you feel that are really worth sharing. And until next time, happy hunting.